Okay. We'll take a couple of orders. That sounds fun. Sir, you need a bit more than a brake system, dog. Brake system. Okay. I mean, that's what he wants. That's what he wants, right? We give the people what they want. Yikes. Okay. And I'm a tall motherfucker. I like to work on things above me. So. Alright, diagnosing brake problems. Oh, we found one culprit already. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pull this brake off. We're also going to... Oh, we have a caliper here that needs a working on, or potentially a replacement. That pad looks fine. We'll leave that on there. Make sure you WD-40 those. Loosen this up. Alright, you know what? This one actually surprisingly looks good. We're going to go ahead and put that tire back on. Okay. And it looks like we have another brake rotor that needs to be fixed. Luckily, we have a brake lathe. Okay, we'll do that. And because I'm just such a stand-up guy, we're going to go ahead and fix the other stuff pro bono. I don't mind spending like $3 to fix these out. Cool. Not gonna go over the top. I'm a nice guy, but I don't work for free. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. Do I even have anything in part storage? Ugh. This is everybody's worst nightmare if you own the garage. But for me, I'm all good. I got 1.4 in the bank. Cool. Alright. So we'll come over here, we'll put the back one on first. The pads were fine. Alright, we fixed that one. We throw that on. It looks like we will need another new one for one of the other wheels. That will be necessary. Okay. So we fix those. Throw this back on. And it looks like the last one we need... That was for a different project earlier. Okay. So we will add that to the shopping list, sell it, and we are going to go ahead and buy a brand new one. 75 bucks. Smackerines. Go ahead and do that. And boom. Oh, there's another part that needs to be identified, huh? Interesting. Where would it be at? The only thing I could think of is it's the... Yup. The the ECU unit. Like it's either the ECU unit or something else. I was thinking it might be this too, the servo, but the servo looks good. Let's see if we can fix it, or if we have to. We're gonna have to buy a new one of those. Go into the tablet, electronics, pump. Very nice. Alright. And we will reinstall that. We'll send this happy customer on their way for a cool 1,700 bucks. Alright, let's take another call. Ooh, a Porsche? Yeah, we'll take the Porsche. The green is just... Oh, that is cruel. Alright, we'll take another call too. Other tasks. Vague. We'll take the Bandit too. Alright. So as per usual, the other guy didn't need his car washed, but we are going to wash these. Those are pro bono. We'll give it a quick detail. Just because I like working on a clean vehicle. It's fair. Alright, so we'll put this on lift 1. Okay, and let's go get the other one. This one doesn't look like it needs a wash, so we will put this on lift 2. Alright, let's do the Firebird first. Alright. So it's one part for the gearbox. Got a bunch of body part panels. They want us to increase tuning. Ooh, you guys get to see a little bit of tuning control here. Alright. Ugh, this is absolutely heinous. Well, so the cool part is, I am going to charge that because that looks atrocious. Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was going to be able to. Engine can't be started. Oh, hell no. What's your starter look like, dog? Hey, big dog. That starter is atrocious, dude. The starter's down here. Okay, I'm looking for ways to improve it. There's several things that need to be fixed about this car. Let's raise her up. The tuning, we're probably just gonna do, we'll probably just do exhausts, because that's all anybody with muscle cars really wants us to do anyway. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll pull this drive line out. And it looks like it's the literal clutch piece. Because that looks fine, that looks fine. Ugh. Yep, there it is, right there, the flywheel. And the clutch itself. Alright, let's see if it's salvageable. See if we can get away with fixing some of this for cheap. Because my rule of thumb is if we can fix it for cheap, might as well, right? Okay, so we will need to buy a new flywheel. Oh, no, we don't need that. Okay. I know I could have bought the performance flywheel, but I'm not going to. Put that immaculate transmission back together for him. Put that starter on there. Put that drivetrain on too. Alright, looks gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to add those to the shopping list. Alright, and he wanted 7, so 2 of those is going to be a little over 3. I don't know how that got on the list. Hey, what's cracking, bro? Just putting together some classy muscle. Oof, premium. Okay, so this guy's order. Now we need to fix the damaged body panels. We can sell these, we don't need them anymore. Alright, so front bumper. Pull that off. Right door window. So this one right here. Left headlight, left tail light. So it's gonna be that one. That one. And then right headlight and windshield. Okay. Alright, let's go see if any of that's fixable. Alright, well we have a fixable mirror, so we'll fix that. But the rest is gonna have to be replaced. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. So I'm pretty sure Alright, so the custom body parts come out of the body tuning body workshop here though for the rest of this. Make sure I go down the list here. And now we reassemble. It's that quick, that easy. There's that mirror we replaced for him. Put that garbage ass license plate back on there though. Blech. It's like that license plate out of the Gone in 60 Seconds movie that dog ate. That's what that looks like. Oh, my bad, sir. My bad. I almost forgot. Recharged his battery pro bono. All done there. Alright, we got a Porsche over here. And he just wanted body parts. So left side mirror. So we got this one right here. He wanted the rear bumper and right body window A. So rear bumper Right body window A. I don't think any of those are going to be fixable, but we will try. Oh my goodness. So we get the mirror. It's randomized for this, by the way. It's not guaranteed. Cool. So we get the bumper. We get the mirror, and we do need the Porsche window. Okay. So we'll come over here. Put that. All right. And that's all she wrote for that order. Let's clear the inventory. And let's see what we got in the case. Hey, Red, choose 1 through 5, brother. We get 2 of them. Oh, we get the money. We get a barn map. Cool. Alright, let's go to a barn. That sounds like a good time, right? Mm. Right now we're just getting parts out of the barn. A lot of these are fix-upable, it's just quick cash. Oh, yeah. What does he want for it? He wants 40 grand for this Chrysler? Why not? Put that at the garage, get that towed over there. Grab all these. Alright, there's really nothing super good so far. Is there another car? Ooh, there is. He wants 21K for this. We will definitely buy the Bolt. And I think this is the last bit in the barn for us to check out. Oh, there is another car. Yo, I don't think I've ever even built one of those. Alright, why not? It's 24 grand, we'll take it too. Alright, we'll buy everything really quick. Little shopping. Alright, so we buy 3 cars. We will rebuild one of them. And then we're going to go over to the junkyard because I want to get something from the junkyard. So, we got 3 here. I want to let chat pick which one we're doing. So, I'll give you guys 30 seconds to pick one. We got the Chrysler, the Chevy, or well, I guess this is a Ford, huh? No, this is a Chevy. Okay. Yeah, you got the Chrysler, the Chevy, or the Lincoln. Actually, it might even be a Chevy Tahoe. I don't know. Looking like you guys are leaning towards the Chrysler. Alright, we'll do the Chrysler. Go over to the car wash. Start it off right with a detail. Clear all that out. We're essentially just going to restore this. Alright, she looks pretty. We like that. Alright, we'll put her on car filter A. She's lifted up. And let's get these all ready here. No, we don't need that. We will need this one though. Okay. So all those parts we just bought at the barn, we're going to go ahead and fix up real quick. And these are all just going to be sold for money. Like straight up. These are like random ass parts, dude. Okay, that's the body parts. Here's the actual parts. Fucking BMW parts in that garage is wild. Okay. Alright. And so what we're going to do is, instead of just selling the parts that are trash, we're going to come over here. And we are going to... We're going to scrap parts that we can't fix. Kind of flexing on you guys with the timing there. Okay, so the salvage, if you guys don't know, salvage allows you to upgrade parts, like durability and performance overall, and if you sell it, it adds a little value to it. So It's just nice to do. Now everything in the inventory gets sold. Boom. Just quick 5 grand, just like that. Simple. Okay. So now we begin the deconstruction. We'll start with just ripping the body parts off. We're going to take everything off the car. We're essentially going to gut everything. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Alright. Yep. Take all the body parts off. I think that's pretty much everything. Okay. Let's do the interior as well. Pull that out, pull that out, pull that out, pull that out. Okay. It's already been detailed in the interior, we just had to pull everything off. Now let's pull everything underneath out. God, all these parts are just absolutely destroyed. Okay. Pull the plate off. Alright, there's really nothing there connecting that. Pull that out. There's really nothing here connecting these either. Pull this off. Okay, so we get to the brake. There we go, pull that out. We got the wheel bearing. Pull the knuckle out. Alright, we gotta pull the sway bar here. Then we can pull the shock tower out. Oh, this is connected right here. This is the steering unit. Pull these out. Pull the suspension pieces off. Alright. We'll also pull the transmission out. So that way we can use the cherry picker and we'll pull the engine out here in a minute. Alright. Just kind of disassembling this entire unit here. This is an absolute animal. Okay, so let's pull the overarch out. Okay, there's nothing quite here. We got spring cap. Alright, we'll pull out the base here. Pull out the connector nut. Very nice. Okay, so we pulled all of this out. We'll also pull the exhaust pieces out from underneath the car. Switching sides. Starting with the rim. I'll pull out the whole tire. Pull out the caliper. Brake pads. Rotor. Just kind of pulling everything systematically apart. Get that WD-40 deep in there. Alright, pull that out. Alright, pull the connector out. Get this one out too. Alright, now we pull the backside shock piece out. Alright. We will also pull that out of there. let's get this 3-piece shock tower here. Connector nuts. Pull out the lower connector. Get the arch. Alright, now it's officially free. Pull the knuckle. We'll disattach that and pull the whole axle piece out now. Pull the gas tank out as well. All that is officially left on the car is the engine. And oh, I am an idiot. I didn't realize I didn't drain that first. While it's up there, we gotta drain it. Alright. There we go. Pull all this out. Wow, even the clips are rusted on the air filter. This is just gross. Who the fuck worked on this, man? But it is. What a trash heap. Oh, at least they left all the fuses, but they couldn't leave them covered, so of course the fuse box base is just fucking trashed. Pull the fuses out. I'll pull the whole fuse box base. Alright. The car is officially completely gutted now that everything's out of it. We'll go ahead and start up by repairing the entire frame to the vehicle. Hit it with electricity to get rid of all the rust. Alright, all good there. Frame and everything else is solid. Very nice. Double check it. Right there, bottom right hand corner, frame at 100%. Cool. Okay, so we've officially pulled everything out. I don't think I have a battery yet. Okay, so first things first, we'll set the engine up here on my engine stand. There is a whopping honker of a fucking machine here. But we have all those suspension parts, so let's get all of that cleared out. Get it all fixed up as best we can. This is definitely not how you fix car parts, but, you know, it's a fun little mini game, I guess. So many parts to fix. But it's better to fix them because it's costing me 22, 23 credits a pop to fix them, as opposed to me spending, I don't know, like each one of these parts would be like 40 to 80 bucks minimum. Some of the bigger suspension pieces would be hundreds, if not thousands. Very nice. Fixing all of this. Okay. Up next, let's get this brake lathe going. I know we have 4 rotors here. Get these body parts repaired. So right now we're in the first of 3 stages that I use when I'm doing this process, right? First of 3 is disassemble and repair. The second stage would be to reassemble what we have fixed. Notice how I'm skipping the parts that I know we can't fix, because I know I'll have to buy new ones. But most of the stuff we fixed. That'll have to be fixed too. Okay. Yeah, looks good so far. Alright. We'll throw that on there. Go over to the body station, pull out the 300. We'll buy all the new exterior components. Alright. A little bit of a process here. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the plate shop. And your boys from Cali, we're going to put 2 Cali plates on there. Alright, and we never got this door, so we go back into the bodywork. Alright, and then we're also going to because we're going to need the window for the same one. Alright, that's of course going to be miscolored, but we do have the entire exterior finished. Okay. So, let's get that brake off the brake lathe and get the next brake going. Alright. Now I'm going to disassemble the shock tower we got, because that is just atrocious. And then we will also separate the tires and rims. Alright, that brake lathe is done. Last brake. Fix those rims up. Oh, I failed that. That's not good. There we go. Get it fixed. Alright. Got a nice brand new rim. Got 2 of them. We will throw those 2 on the list. Alright, so we go into tires. So we need 4 of these. I know I only had 2 on the vehicle, but we need 4, obviously. So it's 20, 255, 45. 4, 20, 255, 45. That's all 4 tires. Then we go down to rims. 300C rim. We have 2, we fixed them. We need 20s, so we need 2 20-inch rims. Very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get those built after I pull this brake off the lathe before I forget about it. Alright, now we'll install these. Alright, get the next one installing while we balance the first. Pull the balance off. Pull that off, and then rinse repeat. Yep, and after you get the tires balanced, they are ready for mounting. Alright, so we have 4 tires ready for mounting, just like that. Alright, we got that gearbox. So the next step, what we're going to do here is I'm going to add all the parts, right? So we can sort based on condition. These are going to be the best, actually. We want the worst. These are going to have to be replaced no matter what. And so we're just going to add each one of these. Yeah, we'll add each one of these to the shopping list. It's going to be like a really crazy hodgepodge mix of items in a random order. Like these fuses are going to be way out of place. Because remember, you have to go to the parts store to buy parts, but anything electronic has to be purchased in the electronics store. We already bought license plates, so we'll sell both of those. You gotta do the interiors, and that's everything. So now we turn around, we sell everything that is not fixed, because remember we spent that time fixing everything. Boom. So everything that's not 100% is now off the menu. Pull up the tablet, and I believe, yeah, no, that'll be last. So we will start with parts. Two of those. Got a new clip. Needed a cross member. 2 calipers, a wheel hub. ABS is going to be electronic. Needed that shock absorber. We needed a ton of these. I think it's always safe to buy these in sets of 16, because even then, if you have extra, you can store them in your parts room. That's just kind of a rule of thumb that I have developed over years of playing this game. That's a fuse. For this one, I always go the same, but I go opposite. I go 1/8 for the small rubbers. Air filter, relay, 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 relay. Wheel hub cap, and we're gonna need that for 2 at least. Another fuse, another fuse. 4 brake pads, that's fair. Air filter, another relay. Sway bar link. Actually, we'll get another one. You're always gonna need 2 of those. Yeah, we're gonna need to double up on that. Double up on that. And we'll need 4 of those because we have 4 wheels. Double up on the rear spring. Only have 1 sway bar. Need 2 of those. Need 2 of those. Need 1 fuel tank. 2 of those. 2 of those. 1 of those. Alright, and all that's left is electronics. We'll do that. Three, 1, 2, 2, Alright, now we are on interiors. That bench seat, 2 of those seats, and a steering wheel. Okay, now we get into the reassemble phase. Let's start with the interior. Very simple process. Fade away. Alright, and now we rebuild her. Oh, almost forgot. Because you buy the shocks, you actually have to join them. So we'll do that. I'm missing... I have the front cap. I need the front shock. That's what it was missing. I was like, I know I'm missing something. So we'll go front. Front shock. Boom. So front shock absorber A is the one we want. Boom. Join those. Very nice. Okay. Now let's get back to building. Alright, we'll put the cover plate on. Put the wheel hub. Grease up that wheel bearing, put that wheel bearing in there. Put the hub cap. Put that rotor on there and the brake pad. We have one. We're 1 caliper short. I'll have to buy another one, but that'll come later. The next step in the process. Okay, do that. Yep, you just install everything that you have. Because anything that's missing, you're just gonna add later on. It'll be a giant post add. Alright. So that's going to do it for this piece. Alright. Put that wheel hub in there. Okay, so we are missing that. Add that to the list real quick. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. That's the one. Tire rod. Outer tire rod. And we have the upper built. And because I doubled up on these, we have that ready to go. Oh, and that's the other thing I needed to add to this side. I was like, what did I miss? Oh yeah, the tire, or the sway bar. Okay, and now we can add the front tires. Okay. Alright, and we'll throw this lower suspension arm on here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we'll throw that tire on there. And that whole front under suspension is complete. Takes a little bit of time, but it looks great. Alright, let's work on that rear. Start with that knuckle housing. And we will add the full rear suspension and sway bar. Alright, throw the shock on just because it's quick. The rear under suspension joint arm, the outer rear suspension arm, the bushing. I called them knuckles earlier, or call them something else. They're bushings. I was looking for a different word. Okay, there's the bearing. You can throw that axle in there. Throw that brake on there. Alright. Throw that on. Very nice. Build this spring. Obviously, this isn't the correct order you'd do this in real life. I'm just doing it for the sake of eye appeal, we'll call it. Okay. Throw that on there, and now we can add that wheel. Alright, now we get into the territory of parts that we don't have. So here's the knuckle. We have the hub. Hub's in. We have that last bearing. I know we have the rotor. We have that axle. We have a good amount of everything for this. Oh, we leveled up. Look at that. So we're missing the caliper. It's a small bushing. Do we have this? We do. Alright. And I'm pretty sure we doubled up on these. Yes. Alright. Let's put these bushings in the actual thing. Get that over arch. Very nice. Okay, we're missing that. And we're missing that. Put the lower on first. Alright. Okay. Also important to note, when you have a caliper, you do need a cylinder. Something else that they don't auto find for you. But with that assembled, we have the entire deal ready to go. We will throw in the fuel tank and throw these exhaust pipes in. We are missing the middle exhaust pieces, though. I don't believe it came with those. That's strange. That's all one piece. It's cool, but strange. Yep, I saw that. Almost forgot about the fuel pump. There we go. Okay, suspension looks great. Underneath looks great. We're just kind of waiting on the big piece here. Looks really good. Alright, let's see how quickly we can tear apart this engine. Okay, start with the throttle. Oh, almost forgot to pull the fuel line out here. Pull that off. Take our injectors out. Pull the head out. Alright. Don't forget to pull your spark plugs like I did, because I'm a jackass. Okay. we gotta pull these rods out. Come on, pull the rod. They're just so tiny that the game struggles to register them sometimes. Alright, and with that all gone, you should be able to pull the head clean off of there. Oh my god, those pistons are fucked. Alright, we gotta rinse repeat to this side. Pull the Hemi cover off. Pull these injectors out. This time we are gonna pull the spark plugs out first. It's easier to see them here. And yes, I have opened an engine that did not have all the spark plugs in it. It's weird. It's a weird feeling to see. Alright, come on, WD-40, let's go, break it loose. Okay, now that we've gotten that all out of the way, let's get our clutch pulled off here. Pull the plate, the flywheel, the clutch. Very nice. Alright, now we work on the fun stuff. Pull the tensioner out. Pull the belt off. Let's grab this water pump here. Alright. Alternator. Very nice. Okay. Pull these spindles off. I believe this is the thermostat we're pulling off now. Yep, I'm pulling the wheels out. Very nice. Okay. And then we'll pull the oil filter off as well. Rotate this. Pull the oil pan off. Oh, now we get to the nitty gritty. Yikes. Wow, okay. We'll pull our piston caps off here. Or our rod caps, if you will. This episode might actually go a little bit longer than an hour. I want to finish this car for the stream. Didn't expect there to be this much work. Otherwise, we would have been done a while ago, boys. But we're here for it. We get it done. Okay, so those are going to be your rod caps. Let's pull these rods out. Very nice. Okay. Can't pull that out yet. I just realized that there's more on this faceplate I have to pull off because I think there's a timing piece. Yup. Gotta love it when I'm right. Pull the timing chain off. Pull these gears off. Pull the crank out. Cool. Now we gotta pull... I believe these are called the shaft. Oh, I forget the exact name of those. God, that sucks. Alright, and that should be the entire engine. Let's clean it up and fix it. Cool. We get the throttle fixed. Get the fuel rail fixed. The intake fixed. The engine head covers. The actual engine heads. This is all very expensive, so I'm glad I can fix it. Especially on a Hemi, they're super expensive to buy. Like, just to fix some of these is super expensive. The power steering pump. Fix these rod caps. So the ones that you cannot fix no matter what you do are going to be the pistons and con rods. You cannot fix those at all. Timing cover. Crankshaft bearing caps. That's what those are called. Alright, fix the full crank. And the block. Boom. Alright. Now let's see what could not be fixed. Alright. Coil. Spark plug, filter, ignition coil, conduit, valve rods. Got a lot to fix. Well, I mean, these aren't fixed. This is purchase. We'll sell all parts. There we go. Alright. Those are going to be electronics, so we'll start in the electronics. We got 8 of those. 16 plugs. I don't think there's anything else that's electronic in here. Okay. Filter. 8. Oil pan. 16 of these bad boys. Pull those. 8 of those. New flywheel. New crankshaft pulley. Clutch pressure plate. Release bearing. Tensioner. 2 rollers. The actual shaft. Timing chain. Cam gear. Water pump pulley. And the serpentine. Keep in mind, if you guys are wanting to build your own, you could always tune up some of those parts. Some of them help you go faster. Some of you help you crash faster. We don't judge here. Okay, so we'll start with the actual engine block. And we'll throw in your camshaft and your crankshaft. All right. We'll secure the crank by putting the bearing caps on there. And we will throw in the pistons and their rings simultaneously with their rod pieces and secure them. God, this part's so therapeutic. Okay. We'll get this going. Alright. And then we'll get the front pieces all on. Oh, it looks so clean now. Gonna be parts to this that aren't there because they just were missing from the original piece. But luckily the most of it was there, otherwise this would be a longer process where you'd have to go in and out of the store to buy every wave. Hey, what's going on, Tencho? It's crazy how well they did the sun in this game for it to reflect off of the metal like that and absolutely blind you. Alright, we'll throw this all together. One fuel rail. Alright, and after that long and crazy process, can finally pull the engine off the stand, drop this big bitch in there. No need for the cherry picker anymore. need 4 and I only have 3. So it's housing B, but we go radiator fan and we can get the housing fan B fan 1 and the housing fan B fan 2. And now we can officially install that. Get that power steering reservoir, get the brake servo, get that clip that we were missing. ECU. Okay, so we have 3 of those. We have 2 of those, 3 of these. I think it had all the fuses, we just had to replace all the fuses because the fuses were shit. And the blue one. And now we need the cover. Because it didn't have one, the other one was, it was just trashed. Okay, so we have this all built. Now we need to finish the underside of things, connect the transmission, get everything all ready to go here. It didn't have a starter, so we're gonna have to buy one. But we will have to also get the drivetrain. Very nice. Alright, transmission's all hooked up and ready to go. Connected to the actual main vehicle. Throw that filter on there. Throw that ECU on the wall. Alright, let's fill it with fluid and let's see what happens. Overfilled that a little bit. Pro tip when you're playing this, it tilts up, and then when it changes its tilt, it's full where it's supposed to be. So like it's filling, it's filling, it's filling, and then when you see it actually dip, like right about there, good to go. That's considered full. Okay. Now comes the big fill. Alright, she is pretty, boys. So we'll go outside. Hmm. I'm missing something. No way. What am I missing? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh wait, where is the... Oh, because it goes in the fucking trunk. I was like, I know I'm missing something. I'm crazy. That's embarrassing. Okay. That was a test take. Test take, guys. Test take. Number 2. Alright. Sounds good. Alright, last stop. Going to the paint shop. Alright, 10 seconds. First color that pops into everybody's mind. Let's go. I want it to be pearl, so whatever you guys choose is the color. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And in honor of my boy Red, we go red. Ooh, that is clean. Wow. Beautiful car. For the homie Red. And for a profit of $55,000. Boom. Alright, boys. Well, that's about all we have time for Route 66 Auto Repair. We will see you guys next time. Axios out.